All right, look, with the loss of Davante Adams and Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Lazard was, for all intents and purposes, supposed to be the new #1 guy. As it stands, 3 of the 6 names on this graphic were not with the Packers last year. Lazard, as you see, the only guy with over 500 yards. So let me start with Shefty. What can you tell us about this with Lazard here? Again, I keep calling this is the last thing in the world the Packers needed before Week 1.
Well, if you're going into Week 1 and your leading wide receiver isn't practicing on Wednesday due to an ankle injury, that's not encouraging in terms of his availability for Sunday's game. Now, if he doesn't practice again today, that'll be another sign. But the encouraging part was Christian Watson, the rookie wide receiver, was back at practice in full. Romeo Doubs, the other rookie wide receiver, looked like a legit wide receiver during the preseason. So they have Romeo Doubs. They're going to be getting back Christian Watson, it looks like. Obviously, Allen Lazard remains uncertain, and it looks difficult right now. They'll know they'll have him at some point. It just might not be Sunday.
So, Joe, let's talk about Aaron here if we can. That's obviously a guy that you and Troy have been around a lot over the years, and he continues to make stars out of players. But Davante Adams might have been the biggest star he ever created, and now he's gone. What is your sense of what is in store for Rodgers and the Packers?
I think it's fascinating because you're right. We've talked to Aaron, gotten to know him over the years really well. He sets a really high bar for wide receivers, and it takes those young guys a long time to gain his trust. And now that Lazard is iffy for Week 1, and Lazard, by the way, was known in that offense as being, he's a good receiver, possession type receiver, but a really good blocker. And now he's the #1 receiver, so there's no way you can lose Davante Adams. I thought that was going to be some kind of package deal, that they were both coming back to Green Bay. Now Davante Adams is gone, and I think there's going to be a real intense spotlight on those young receivers, and Aaron Rodgers is not easy on them. The way that unfolds over the first month of the season, especially if Lazard's not around, is going to be fascinating to watch.
What does that add up to, Nico? I mean, what?
It's trouble. I think that's trouble. Lazard down. Usually a quarterback has somebody that they have the confidence in a tight spot. I'm going to this guy. I know I'm going to this guy. And yes, it's Aaron Rodgers. We're not doubting his skills. But at the same time, you need to have confidence in your core receivers that are on the field to be exactly where you want them to be and expect them to be versus the defense that they're showing you. So again, usually a lot of the communication, I could go back to Tom Brady, how he would get after the receivers. Listen, it's cover 3. I want you here. It's cover 2. It's man. This is where I want you. This is where I want you to sit in the zone. All those things are chemistry with time. And when you don't have the time, or you have guys out of injury that have been with you in the past, that's going to be a big, big problem. So Week 1, I think they might be in trouble.
What does it add up to you for Week 1, D. Wood?
I got to echo a lot of what Nico was talking about. When you
Who wins the game?
I'm going to Vikings. I think the Vikings win Week 1. We know when it comes to Week 1, it's the wackiest game, week of the year because everyone's holding back holding back plays, and they want to come out with a bang. And I think this Minnesota Vikings team with Kevin O'Connell coming from that Sean McVay tree, this is going to be a drastically different looking offense from the Minnesota Vikings playing at home. I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings.
Also, if you're the Vikings, aren't you saying nobody's talking about us at all in this division? Nobody's giving us a chance at all. So that's motivating for them to come out and make a statement Week 1.
Well, Woody's talking about how unpredictable Week 1 is. Go back to last year. Packers got steamrolled by the New Orleans Saints, which nobody expected before they went on their own run. And we also were talking before about Tony Pollard and Zeke Elliott. Well, I think the Green Bay Packers are going to feature A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones together as well. And lean on those two players, just like the Cowboys are shorthanded at wide receiver, lean on 2 backs. I think the Packers, same story there.
That could be a team that leans on the running game more than it traditionally has. Joe, give us a final thought here as we get set. Again, Rodgers, the 2-time defending league MVP, certainly, an unusual personality to say the very least, and now goes into a season where there'll be a real spotlight on his leadership. What is your expectation?
Yeah, I mean, I would never bet against him. The record that Matt LaFleur has since going there, you have to respect that. But it's going to be a challenge. You don't lose Davante Adams and get better. So, they have a lot of pressure on young guys, and somebody's going to have to step up. As they play the Vikings, wouldn't Aaron Rodgers kill for one of the top 2 guys the Vikings have? It's just, this is the way it is. This is the way that organization went. And they may pay the price here early. I think they'll get there, but it's going to take a while for this transition.
I saw that Michael Irvin yesterday on NFL Network picked Kirk Cousins to be the MVP of the league this year, which made me wonder, what has Stephen A. done to him? I mean, what exactly has Stephen A. done to our friend Michael? Hey, Joe, listen, I haven't had a chance to say welcome to ESPN. We are all thrilled to have you and Troy on the team, and we're looking forward to Monday night and then all the Monday nights going forward from there. Thank you, and you are welcome here anytime.
Trust me, if you're excited, we are over the moon. Cannot wait to get started on Monday night in Seattle. Going to be great.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.